Only Naked here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough. This time I'm going to show you how to do the one of the weekly challenges for this week, 617 through 623, which is Requiem for a Friend, which says do the Requiem mission on Legendary Co-op. And for this mission, I'm turning 3 skulls on. I'm turning the cowbell skull on because I need the explosions. And also Grunt Birthday, and I Would Be Your Daddy because I like him. But I'll show you where I use the cowbell skull to my advantage in the mission. It's towards the beginning. Anyway, this mission is, the challenge is worth 12,000 XPs, and to be quite honest with you, unless you're doing it with 4 people and you can charge through it real quick, then it's really not worth spending all this time just to get 12,000 XPs. You can get it quicker doing other stuff like matchmaking or sporting ops or whatever. But anyway, I will show you how to do it. It's just me and a guest controller. And I really didn't want to assassinate him. That just spends more time. So the first part of the mission, we're just going to be doing a lot of running, jumping, and driving. And a little bit of shooting. So settle in and watch me run. One of the reasons this darn mission takes so long.
Covenant.
Ooh, my guest controller buddy freaked me out because he spawned right in front of me. Alright, we're finally out of the caves. There's a nice, huge Forerunner structure there that we're really not going to deal with. And so we're back to running again. And we're going to run up and find a hog and find a battle rifle. We're going to grab the battle rifle and jump in the hog and take off. And leave my guest controller buddy behind. Alright, so we're not running anymore, we're driving. And drive.
About my condition, I didn't want
now I cannot hear what's being said in the audio while I'm doing this voiceover, so I can guess. I think Cortana right now is talking about, hey, get back to Dr. Halsey and maybe they can re-clone my neural net or something like that and make me good as new.
It may be possible to recompile my neural net by replicating those same conditions.
Alright.
But that means getting back to Halsey.
They could have made this a little shorter. But anyway, we're coming up to a couple of jumps here. There's jump number 1. And the second jump we're actually going to use to our advantage here in a little bit. When we finally come out of this cave system, or whatever it may be, I don't know if I could drive. Oh, there we go, nice flip. Alright, when we finally come out, besides my guest controller spawning, notice there's a phantom there. There's another phantom across the way on the right, and they're dropping off a bunch of cubbies. But we're going to do something here called the backtrack skip, which basically will eliminate all of the cubbies in that valley. This is something that is very similar to the backtrack skip on Halo Reach and the Pillar of Autumn mission, where we backtrack a couple times to get rid of a bunch of elites, which is always a good thing. Okay, so we run over here, put our little foot right by that dark spot, do a crouch jump to here, steady yourself, walk up to about here, do a crouch jump up here, okay, and then a jump up here. Screen will freeze. That means it's reloading everything. Okay, and then we're going to do a sprint jump back across the gap. Alright, back in the hog, and off we go, driving again. We know if we could drive. So we're basically going to do this skip twice. The first one gets rid of a lot of cubbies in that little valley, like I said. The second one, well, I'll show you when we get to that point. We'll basically despawn an elite, fuel rod grunt, and some of the, like a squad. Alright, what we're doing here is we're coming back over to this spot right about here, and there's a concussion rifle elite over there in the distance where that waypoint is. And the first thing we want to do is we want to drop that sniper platform, because he hides behind it and we can't get a line on him. Now we just, at our leisure, just nail him with the 50 cal. You notice there on the right what looks like, well, it looked like to me like a cheese grater. I don't know, it's probably a glitch in the game. I've never seen that before, especially doing it on solo. Anyway, park the hog, jump out, run on up here. Jeez, that freaks me out every time he does that. Anyway, run on up here through these pillars and then backtrack to about here where we can take cover, because there's going to be 3 grunts coming around the corner, at least one of which is going to have a fuel rod cannon. Grunt number 1, grunt number 2, and grunt number 3.
If we're going to hijack a ship from this Covenant, we're going to have to find where they're landing first. Okay, good. There is a fuel rod there, and that's going to help a little bit later in the mission when we get inside a building, or the cartographer's building. Anyway, now we're getting ready to set up skip number 2. We want to run up here until we see that elite coming at us. He's the leader of the squad there. Turn around and just haul it back. Run, run, run. Like I said, we do a lot of running in this mission, especially early on. Run, run, run. Okay. Past your buddy there. Gonna hop in the hog, and now we're gonna drive, drive, drive. Back to that gap that we used for the first skip. We're gonna do it for the second skip. Now, I've been told that you can do this skip any number of times. You just have to advance to a certain point, and then when you go back here and jump across and then jump back, it will despawn the coveys that you were going to battle. But I think that is only good in solo, because I actually tried this earlier, and when I tried it for the 3rd time, I got a little ways into the cave here in the hog, and basically I got respawned back over by my guest controller buddy. Okay, jump over here, sprint jump, crouch jump over here, and jump up. Oh crap, I missed it. Okay, very carefully back up just a little bit and try the jump again. Success, up. Alright, screen freezes. That covey squad is now gone. Alright, so now we're getting closer to getting into the building. There will be a squad of coveys on the right, shielded jackals and grunts, and a squad of coveys on the left, with shielded jackals and grunts. And then a runner 2 and a couple of shielded jackals up on the 2nd level. And then a sword elite and 3 grunts and 2 shielded jackals up on the 3rd level by the door. And what we're first going to do here, if we ever get back here, because we're driving like crazy, okay, we're about ready to ditch the hog. Jump up here and run, run, run again. And there's my guest controller buddy. Okay. By the way, in some missions, you will have to move the guest controller at certain points. In this mission, other than reloading his ammo at the start of the mission, there's only one spot in this mission where I have to actually move him, and that's right at the end of the mission. So he's just being dragged along for the fun. Okay, here we go. How about that? A twofer. A jackal and a grunt with one shot. Alright, be very careful here. With Mythic and Tilt off, which we are not using today, it's easier to kill the coveys, especially elites. But it's also easier to kill you, because you don't get the extra shielding. Alright. Yeah, there we are. There's a grunt up there. Turn around, got it. Okay, so you have to be very careful, because The jackals and the grunts will try to EMP you to drop your shields and or needle you to get a super combine. Or if both of them are firing at the same time, you know, you're toast. So if you get EMP'd or if you got a needler going at you, find cover, get out of the way, and let your shields come back, because they will drop in a hurry. But this actually is not too tough here. Just very carefully come around the corner. And this actually right here is a spot where it's almost a choke point if you've got like 4 full players in co-op. You can't really use everybody, so 1 or 2 or 3 are going to have to stand back. Alright, up here we've got this camouflaged elite who just retreated to the back. We've got 3 grunts and 2 shielded jackals. What I'll do is take out the grunts first, which I think I have, because they're not firing at me. Alright, and then the jackals sometimes head for cover right in that area, and so if you can't get them out moving, firing, and then chuck a grenade, and that might get them to move. And like that. They're being quite uncooperative here. Let's try the right side. There we go. There goes one. Got him. By the way, with the battle rifle and the Covenant carbine or carbine, and I'll tell you in a second. Just 2 whacks on the when you've got those everybody else down, the shield. I mean the invisible elite will go visible and charge you, and at that point, pull out the fuel rod cannon and hit him twice with it, and that'll take him out. Anyway, what I was going to say is, as I go back, I'm gonna drop this battle rifle for a Covenant carbine, which is really the successor to the needle rifle. But anyway, I'm running back here to grab a full carbine or carbine, depends on what part of the country you're from. But with the battle rifle and the carbine, you can hit the shielded jackal in the hand, and it'll knock him back and expose him for a headshot. And that's generally from middle distance. From long distance, it can get a little tougher. So excuse me for my chatter here, but I'm just killing time while we run again. Alright, we're getting ready to enter the this forerunner structure of this building, and it actually is a cartographer building, which we'll find out here fairly quickly when we get in. And we're going to have to battle a bunch of coveys, and in this ensuing battle, position is everything. And so I'll walk you through what I do to get myself through this building. Okay, the first thing we're going to do when the door opens, there's my buddy, if it ever opens, there we go, is we're gonna do something that's called crating. And basically, crating is to take a crate or a box or something of that sort and position it to block an enemy, whether it be Covenant or Promethean, to block an enemy from entering a room or getting through an obstacle. I actually do this on the Infinity mission to blockade a bunch of crawlers. But anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get this whatever kind of box or crate it is in a position where I can move it across a closed door. Alright, we're getting closer here. And this is why I want to use cowbell, because the explosions, both from the grenades and from the fuel rod cannon, are accelerated, which means that things are going to
things are going to move further when you do stuff like this. Also, what I found with I think with cowbell on is that melee damage is increased, which means that it's easier for me to move this crate into position. If I didn't have the cowbell on, I believe this would be a lot tougher to do. Okay, yeah, I'm just about in position, and this is a closed door that will open, and behind it will be an elite and a couple of grunts. If I didn't do this, they would tend to come out at the most inopportune times. So, jump up here and knock this crate over. Okay, and when it comes to these little blockades, the Coveys are pretty stupid. I mean, it seems to me the elite could jump up and out of this thing when the door opens, but he doesn't. He stays behind it, as well as the grunts. Just about there. And by doing this, I've basically taken care of three Coveys, including elite, until the end of the battle for the room. And still have to be careful with that, but as you will see, it's a lot easier than dealing with him running around on the loose. Alright, this is a forced cutscene. I can't skip out of it.
In service of
but basically, this is where the chief finds out the name of the planet, which is Requiem.
At least we know where we are now.
And he and Cortana talk a little bit, and then we get the first indication that the Didact's around.
What happened?
I
Okay.
don't know.
And ultimately, we're going to have to be coming over here to activate a couple, whatever, force fields or whatever. But basically, I just got a head start on it. Come over here, get the light bridge going, hit the activate switch. Alright, lose our shields, get the heck out of Dodge. And when we come out, by the way, when we first went out from the cartographer station there, we went left. And when we came out of here, we went left again. You're going to see a bunch of Coveys over here. And try to take as many out as you can from distance. Because the more we take out from up here, the fewer we have to deal with when we up close and personal. Which can get a little hairy. When you got them, trying to overcharge your plasma pistols and super combine you with the needler. Okay. It's a little hard with the carbine. I'm going to come down here. There's a nice crate full of carbine ammo and fresh 100% plasma pistols. I'm going to run down this way, and now I'm going to use this little ramp right here as cover. Just going to peek my head over the top here. See, he tried to EMP me there. Alright, knock him back, headshot. Hit him in the hand, knock the shield back, you got a headshot. Now what's happening here is that the Coveys will always shoot for center mass, which is basically your heart, your chest. So if you have a ledge like this, and you just peek over the top, their shots are going to come up short. And by the way, my poor guest controller buddy is getting hammered back there, and that also tells me there's a grunt hanging around in my path. And what I'm doing is I'm running all the way around this big room to take the elite from the opposite side of where I was, because I don't want to come at him straight on. I'm going to kind of sneak up on him. And now I'm looking for that darn grunt. He is in the sand somewhere, I think. I'm probably going to have to wait for him to make an appearance. Well, I think what I did here is I try to move up on the elite. Well, I don't see him. I try to move up on the elite, and the grunt will start firing at me. Well, my poor buddy took it on the chin again. Alright.
So the elite is behind this square stanchion down here, or box, or whatever it is. You see that? He's kind of dancing around a little bit. And I'm trying to sneak up on him. I'm going to use my camouflage when I get a chance. I'm trying to get in position here. Ah, there's that darn little grunt. Oh, time to get out of dodge. My shields are down. I knew he was around here somewhere. Alright, let the shields recharge. And I believe he's going to come up this way looking for me. I don't need this distraction while I'm trying to take out that elite. Alright, he's down. Let's go back and try the elite again. Okay, yep, there he is. Alright, use this little structure down here as cover. And come on up here. Right. Well, he's not moving, so he must be right there. EMP, headshot, he's done. He will try to throw a grenade as he dies. Alright, now the way is clear to get this second power source, or whatever the heck it is. Again, I haven't, I cannot hear the audio when I'm doing the voiceover, and being the ancient one I am, I cannot remember all the dialogue that goes on during the mission. Alright, when you come out, again, go left. I'm going to take these cubbies out on the left. You got some grunts and shielded jackals.
The strength of that signal, the Infinity has to be close by. The cartographer should be back online. We may be able to use it to track the ship.
Especially the shielded jackals that were on the left.
We can't give the Covenant access to the cartographer. Clear them out.
Because they will be a hindrance when you have to do battle with a couple of elites. I think I got them all. Alright, now I got more cubbies down here on the right. And oh, my poor guest controller buddy is getting hammered again. And that kind of tells me there's probably a grunt up there in this center platform, but I'll wait on him a little bit. I've got a couple of grunts down here and a couple of shielded jackals that I want to take out. And again, I'm going to use the ramp as cover. Ooh, Needler. I hate Needler. Damn it. Okay. Got him. Got him. And I may have gotten him. I'm not sure. I think there's a... I don't see him. Usually the second jackal will retreat. There he is. Got him. Will retreat up the ramp to the right if you fire at him and miss him. Alright, now we got to deal with a marksman up here. And what's interesting, if I had put Thunderstorm on, which would have upgraded the weapons, this marksman would have been a sniper, and he would have had the little red helmet, I believe. If not with Thunderstorm, then at a minimum with Mythic and Tilt. But because those aren't on, you know, he doesn't have his little red helmet or his little red flashlight on top of his head, and I can't see him, and actually makes it harder to take him out. Especially with my bad eyesight. There he is. Boom. Got him. Okay, so now what we've got are 3 shielded jackals that we have to take out, and 2 elites over there by the cartographer's station. And that's what they're guarding. And it is amazing to me that I can take these jackals out at distance, but it's tougher to take them out, hit them in the hand, and knock their shields back up front. I think I got one more up there. There might be a grunt over on the left side here. Yep, there it is. Okay, here, yeah, one more. No, you know, see how I was able to knock a shield back at distance? That just amazes me. Alright, first plasma pistol, load up on ammo for the carbine, and let's head off in this direction. And we've got 2 elites to take out. And I'm going to use this little whatever it is, looks like a transformer of some sort, as cover to take out the first one. I can get him positioned over here on the right like that, and just start peppering him. He can't really see me. He'll stay there. And I'll be able to drop his shields and headshot him. Oh, I think I just did. Boom, he's gone. Alright, we're down to 1 elite. And I'm going to try to use another little tactic here. This, I'm firing the carbine a lot. And I'm trying to drive him over to the left. And sometimes when he goes over to the left, he gets up on this post and just kind of stays there, not moving. And I actually think that may be a glitch in the game. See, I got my camo on. I don't see him. I don't see him. I don't see him. Oh, yeah, there he is. Alright, I'm swinging around real slow here so he doesn't notice me, and come up behind, and boom, he's down. That was pretty easy. Now, if that doesn't work, I mean, if he's moving around, then you go to plan B, and you come up the middle of the this middle structure with camo on, and do a combo kill with a plasma pistol and the carbine. Alright, now we got to deal with that grunts. Alright, so noob combo on the elite. Alright, I'm going to throw a grenade in there and see what happens. Yep, I did it. Killed both grunts with a grenade. And once you get the grunts, I don't even think you need to kill the elite, but once you get the grunts in there, then that gives you a checkpoint, and now you can go over here and redo the cartographer to find out what the heck's going on. Alright, we're not going to sit there and listen. We're going to go to a skip. Boom. Okay.
Let's get to that terminus and find
And now we've got to clear a bridge, very similar to Narrows.
What do you know about Infinity?
In the
Not
older
much.
Halo
She
games.
was supposed to be massive, but the project was only in prototype when we left.
Well, it reminds me of that anyway. The Narrows map. Alright. There's a bunch of coveys on the bridge that we're going to have to take out. We could try to take out that gunner in the Phantom, but it really doesn't do us any good, so I'm just going to wait here till the Phantom takes off and just hug the right side of this little platform. It's actually an elevator. And try to pick off as many of these guys as you can from up here.
Scouts, fortifying the bridge below. Stay sharp.
Because again, the more you get from up here, the less you have to deal with when you get down there. Alright, so try and take out as many as I can. And when I don't see good angles here on the right, I'll go over to the left. What I don't want to do is stand in the middle, because that'll initiate the elevator and I'll just start descending and I'll be an easy target for these guys out here. Alright, I'm coming back over to the left. It's that center ring there that's the actual elevator. And just standing on it and you know, initiates it. Okay, we'll come down this post to the left, and of course Cortana says, oh, could you have used the elevator, blah blah blah. And now, taking our time, we're going to try to take out the jackals and the grunts, and there's an elite up here. We'll just take our time. Okay, move one down. And knock him back. Okay, there's 2 down. I saw at least one more grunt up here. I think there's a couple more jackals, and then we have to deal with the elite. We might have to, yeah, we're going to have to move up a little bit.
Let my shield recharge there. There's that little grunt. Yeah, got it. Notice he had that plasma pistol charged and ready to fire off an EMP. Okay. I'm not sure where I got everybody, but basically what I'm doing here is I'm letting my shields recharge again. I don't want to walk out there with less than full shields. I think I might be down to 1 or 2. Well, that's usually what happens when that phantom appears. Okay, there's the elite. I'm going invis, getting ready to do the combo kill on the elite. Yep, down he goes. Okay, now we're going to go down underneath. And we got some more cubbies to kill. Runts and jackals that we have to take out here to get to the other side to deal with the next elite. Well, actually, he's pretty easy to deal with. But we want to make sure that all these little guys down here, I think there's 3 or 4 of them, are taken care of. Again, you don't want any nasty surprises. Ease on up here. Okay. Alright, I'm going invis, coming up here. I know the elite is going to be off to my left, where he generally is. Yep, there he is. Boom. Easy combo kill. Now I got a phantom off here in the distance. The door gunner. Okay, take him out. Now I probably could have waited until the phantom took off. Load up on carbine, and I've got to deal with a sniper, and I mean a sniper, and this is where this jackal sniper is really hard to see without that little headlamp. And basically what I'm doing is I'm strafing back and forth here, really hoping to take him out. And 2 shots from his Covenant sniper weapon there, his beam rifle, will kill you. So the best you can do to see where he's at, if you can't, if that, what I just did doesn't work, the best you can do is take 1 shot and hide, and then you get an approximate position on where he's at. And if you're playing with more than 1 person, then guy number 2 or guy number 3 can take him out. But I think I got lucky there, and actually, by strafing back and forth and at that general area, I actually nailed the sniper. But you do have to be careful. Sometimes the sniper will, if you miss him, he will come down to this level and nail you. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually playing with this elite a little bit. I'm not sure whether or not I think there might be, yep, there we go. I think that's the last grunt / jackal I have to deal with. And sometimes you can get this elite so mad at you, he'll start throwing grenades. Oh, he's firing over there. He'll start throwing grenades and fall off the platform. And that's how you take him out. And that's what happened there. And you can hear him screaming as he falls to his death. I laugh every time I see that. Actually got him to do that on my mythic run, I believe. Okay. Alright, now we've got a nail biter of a little trick to do here coming up. The way the battle is intended is that basically you have to fight your way further up the bridge and dodge banshees to get to a doorway. And what I'm going to do here is a bit of a skip. And I'm running up here to this banshee that's parked. Alright. And I'm coming off to the right, staying level to the bridge. Or actually up a little bit. I'm going right to the doorway.
I'm coming down, and I'm going to try to pin that elite back in this doorway a little bit so he can't hit me with fire.
Chief, the Covenant
Apparently
net's
I
going
succeeded.
crazy.
Notice I'm kind of
They're
zigzagging
ordering
up here
all
until that
units to the
doorway
verge of the
closes.
tower.
I'm worried about getting nailed
I
with
guess
a
we
concussion
got
rifle.
attention.
Now, if that fails, I would immediately hit the back key and revert the last save, and you may get the Banshee back. You may have to do the whole Narrows bridge thing again, but at least you should get back all your weapons. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but when I failed, I basically just said crap and started over. Alright. Now, from what I remember of this actual run, what I'm trying to do is I'm going camo, and once you go camo, the ghost will sort of go parallel to you, and that will present the mask of the grunt, and you can take him with a headshot. And unfortunately, in this particular run, my aim was so bad that this took a while. So let's just say that it's a good thing I wasn't doing a live voiceover, because I'd be cussing right now. I missed so many times. But while we watch my futility, be aware that when I first come up, there's 3 grunts I have to take out straight ahead. There's usually a grunt sitting over in that gun emplacement. Okay, there's some coveys up in that middle section. There's 2 ghosts I have to deal with. There's at least 1 or 2 marksmen / snipers I have to deal with. One on the right and or one on the left. I believe in this run I had a marksman on the left and a sniper on the right, and the sniper on the right surprised me. But again, what I'm trying to do is to get that grunt in the ghost parallel to me. And God, I should have headshotted him right there. But when I fail, I just back down, kick camouflage off, let it recharge, and just keep trying. And what's going to happen here is, when I ultimately nail this guy, who's driving me nuts, he's firing, okay. Camo back on. Alright, he's sideways. God, I missed him again. But what's going to happen here is, when I ultimately get the son of a gun, and I hope anybody can do better than this. This is frustrating. I'm gonna go camo once I get him. I'm gonna go camo, rush out there, grab the ghost, and bring it back here. And then try to do the same thing with the... God, I missed him again. Boy! Do the same thing with the second ghost. Now, I've seen a skip at this point. We're actually either taking out the grunt and grabbing the ghost, or sneaking out with camouflage and doing an EMP and hijacking the ghost. But basically, the skip, you take the ghost up the right side, up on the platform, into an open doorway, and there'll be 4 grunts and an elite there, and you take them out with a ghost by splatters and or ghost fire or whatever, and that will despawn all the enemies. Jeez, missed again. Despawn all the enemies that I am now facing. Well, I actually did that on one run, and I didn't get the despawn. So it might be just a solo thing. Oh, finally. Okay, here we go. Camouflage, run. Let's go get that ghost. So I pulled off what I thought was the skip, and it didn't work, so I had to come back, take out all the coveys anyway. And the end result of all that is that an elite appears up on the second level, and I could not get close enough to take him out. and he ultimately got me. So the heck with the skip. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to do this the long way. There is another real neat skip at the end here. God, missed him. Jeez. Man, so bad. Probably because I'm tired at this point. Alright, Mr. Ghost. Let's go sideways. Oh, missed him again. Extremely frustrating. This is something I should be able to do in a minute or two, tops. And I don't know how long I've been working on this, but it's been more than a minute or two. Missed him again. Wow. Well, figured I'd try to fire at something else here. Oh, I did get him. Never saw that. Okay. Didn't realize I got him. Okay, I'm coming over here. There's a crate with battle rifle ammo. There's also a rocket launcher over here that I'm going to use. Okay, there's the marksman on the left. Okay, good. Got him. Now, at this point, I thought I was done with marksman / snipers. Now there's a gun emplacement over there where I'm pointing, so I cannot. I'm too far away to get the grunt that's manning that gun with a headshot. So I'm going to try to take him out with a rocket. The way I can tell whether or not I took him out is okay. I might have gotten him with that shot. So I'm kind of scanning. Yep. I got him with the second rocket. You don't see the rocket scope lighting up anymore. So good. That takes care of the gun emplacement over there.
Let's go.
So now I've got an elite in that middle area that looks like a kind of like a covered picnic area. All right, I've got an elite. Where the heck's my ghost? Oh, there it is. I've got an elite. I've got several grunts and several jackals, shielded jackals to deal with in that middle area. And also unbeknownst to me, there's a sniper. Oh, there's that sniper on the right. That's where I got surprised. I'll try to take him out. Meanwhile, I got coveys coming from the middle area to me. See if I can take a few of those out.
You do want to find Infinity and get off Requiem, don't you? Let's
That's
go.
a weak elite. I took him out with just several headshots. That surprised me. I didn't realize he was that weak. It's a nice no for future missions. And notice that once the elite's down, the jackals and the grunts and such. There he is. Alright, careful now. Shields are down. High risk. Okay, good. Got him. Yeah, one shot from the beam rifle. Oh, there's a grunt there still. One shot from the beam rifle will totally drop your shields. The second shot will kill you. So that's why you have to be real careful when the beam rifle hits you, because if there's another covey around, he can take you out pretty quickly too. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here on the left, and I'm going to get up on this second level on the left, and out of this open doorway, by the way, that would have been the one I drove through in the skip I told you about, is going to come the elite and 4 grunts. And we'll just sit back here at distance and take out the 4 grunts at our leisure. Okay, here goes the 4 grunts. Alright. What I'm doing here is I'm just firing up the left side here. I want to get the elite focused on me, and this really works well when you've got Mythic and Tilt or all the skulls on. Ooh, I was getting fired at back here. What's going on? Oh, there he is. Another grunt. Didn't see him before. Ooh, Needler too. Anyway, what I'm going to try to do is sneak around here, go camo, and possibly assassinate or melee him. But without all the skulls on, the elites tend to get a little bit more active. When I ran this Mythic, I had him frozen on that ghost, and I was able to sneak around behind him and backsmack him. Now what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for my camo to recharge. Okay, he is kind of hanging there. Combo kill. Ooh, he tried to drop a grenade on me. Alright, now the next thing up we're going to do is we're going to do what I think is the coolest skip in the entire mission. But it's just hard as heck to do because you got to jump up on this real slippery rock in just the right position, and then crouch jump and spam jump up to get to this next level. And again, I'm glad I'm not doing a live voiceover, because at some point after the second, third try I start cussing. But what this is going to do is it's going to eliminate having to deal with snipers and marksmen and grunts and jackals and elites. Ooh, almost got it. Elites and 2 hunters that you normally see up there near the doorway we have to go in. And instead of that, what we're going to see is maybe a jackal and a grunt or two that we're just going to run right around. Almost. Alright, well, look, sit back and enjoy a couple of minutes of this utter frustration. For some reason I want to backsmack the thing like that. I'm trying to spam jump and I'm hitting my melee key instead, because I am tired at this point and I am cussing. Catching my breath. Nope. I missed it again. Dang, got it. This is almost as bad as missing the grunts and the ghost. But believe me, the alternative is much worse. Jeez. Back smack the wall again. We are getting close, folks, because this film's going to run about 50 minutes, so we're getting close. I'm sort of 48 and a half now. There we go. Okay, camo on, sprint on, run around the corner, 2 grunts and a jackal who just don't even bother to deal with you, and off you go to the races. And we've basically skipped a major battle here.
The sentinels are trying to keep the Covenant out.
So we're running to this doorway. Okay, and
I managed to clear up another transmission from Infinity.
Guest controller buddy just spawned behind me, and this is the only point in the campaign
Sounded like he said artifact.
where I have to move him up to an objective.
Where's the terminus?
He has been dragged along the whole mission up to this point, but now I'm actually going to have to move him up to this elevator thing we got going here. Okay, so while we're waiting for the elevator to descend, you can see it in my view. Here comes my guest controller buddy, AQ1.
Chief, try the top of the ramp. I think there's a lift up there.
Up on the elevator, and then me up on the elevator, and we're basically done.
So that's basically doing the mission with one person doing it and using a second controller as a guest and accomplishing the mission co-op. But again, this took me quite a while, and I really don't think it's worth it. I think it's better if you actually do the thing. You actually do the thing with people in a true co-op. But anyway, hope this helps. Aki signing off. Take care.